After the Nets, who are preseason favorites to win the title, were swept in the first round, Kyrie faced a lot of criticism. Addressing the season as a whole yesterday with Eddie Gonzalez on the Boardroom's The Etceteras podcast, Irving said while New York City's strict vaccine mandate surprised him, and while he understands he let people down, he still believes his refusal to get the vaccine was the right decision. Irving at one point also described himself as a martyr, having suffered for a greater cause. Listen for yourself.
I was not expecting, a mandate to be brought down in a way that it wasn't going to allow me to play at all. Like, I had the opportunity to play away games still, but there was no plan in place. There was no vision of like how it's going to work for our team, and I think that really impacted not just me but a lot of people. So, just had to sit in that hot seat for a little bit and deal with it, man. Life of a martyr, bro.
Stephen A., what's your reaction to Kyrie and the life of a martyr?
So we just going to ignore Wendy? Now, put me up on the split screen because I want to see Wendy. We just going to ignore that last line, life of a martyr. Molly, you sit next to me every day doing this show. When I first went off about Kyrie Irving, what did I say he was looking at himself as? Remember when everybody was going off for me? Oh, come on, Stephen A. Come on, Stephen. When I sat up there, like, he want to act like he a martyr. Remember that?
You did.
Everybody said, oh, Stephen A. Come on, Stephen A. You see what I'm saying? You see, I told y'all. I told y'all. I just keep telling people, Wendy. So you got people that can come, useless individuals that want to call me names and all of that other stuff, had their entire careers to be relevant, all right? But then they want to try to act like they relevant now that they ain't playing no more. They know who they are. I ain't going to even say their name. They ain't even worth it, okay? Instead, I'll go back to Kyrie Irving. We all know all those details. Who was Kyrie Irving the only member of the Brooklyn Nets who was surprised by the mandate? Was he the only member of the Brooklyn Nets who didn't know? And then when New York City slapped the mandate, it threw everybody for a loop? Last time I checked, that was everybody on the Brooklyn Nets. The owner didn't know. The GM, John Marks, didn't know. Coach Steve Nash didn't know. The players didn't know. But once it happened, everybody had to make a decision. Every single person on the team made the decision. We trying to win the chip. We hate having to do this. They didn't want to do it. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them didn't want to do it, from what I was told. But they made the decision because we trying to win the chip. And the dude responsible for coaxing everybody to come there said, nah, y'all on y'all own. That's the dude calling himself a martyr. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's just absolutely amazing. Don't you see how relaxed he is? I mean, listen, let's give credit where credit is due. First of all, let me not insult Kyrie Irving. Let me give him props. What a brilliant businessman. I mean, who could pull it off? I mean, it's time that we said, I've been looking at this all wrong. I need to apologize, Wendy. I need to apologize, Molly. It's my bad. I need to apologize because I have missed it. The businessman that me, you, and everybody else, Wendy, aspires to be, Kyrie pulled off. I mean, how many people can get over $30 million a year for doing your job a quarter at a time? For getting off most of the year. You missed 53 games. You got bounced out in the first round. The playoffs are going on now. You home watching. After refusing to get vaccinated and as a result missing games and all of this other stuff. You see how comfortable that brother looked? I mean, damn. I didn't look that comfortable when I was in the islands for vacation. I mean, this brother's chilling. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to everybody. I mean, damn. Rather than hate on the brother because that spectacular talent that he is, sensational, superstar talent, box office. You walk through the turnstiles to see this brother play. That's how magnificent of a gift he has. And that gift, he doesn't believe he has any obligation whatsoever to show up to work. and put those skills on display for the paying customer at least 65% of the time. And there he's chilling and relaxed as ever, cooling out. He got something on all of us. My apologies, Wendy. He got something on all of us. He don't have to show up to work. He can pass up. He's still getting, and it's still getting paid. He got all of us beat. Congratulations to the martyr. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.